Hey guys, Moose here. Welcome to my review of Stonehearth. Enjoying any kind of media, really, it's subjective. Everyone likes different stuff, so I'm going to stay away from a numeric scale. I don't think that does anyone any good. I would much rather say I either recommend this or I don't, and here's why. So that's what I'm going to do in my reviews, and that's what I'm going to do for you here with Stonehearth. So, right off the top, I'm going to tell you I recommend Stonehearth, but conditionally. I'd say if you already like the genre, this is a good game for you. If you don't necessarily like the genre, it could be a toss-up, and if you don't like the genre, I would stay away from this. It's probably not going to be fun for you. And if you're not sure whether or not you like the genre, just look at Banished. That's going to be your closest comparison. So, what is Stonehearth? It's a town builder with RPG villager management and customizable buildings, which is its main unique draw. And like I said, the most similar game to it is going to be Banished. Unless there's some game that I'm not familiar with, which I'm sure there probably is, but Banished is a pretty close approximation to what you're going to get out of this game. It's $25 on Steam, and it's in Alpha 17 right now, so it's undergoing development, but from what I've seen, it's getting fairly close to being feature complete, so you're seeing most of what's going to be in the game. It does have some bugs, and I'll get into that a little bit later. So, for the pros, it executes the genre's formula pretty well. It's pretty much what you'd expect from a town builder. It does what it's trying to do pretty well, and there's some downsides to that, and I'll get to that when I get to the cons. The main draw for it, in particular, over a game like Banished, is going to be that it has customizable buildings, and what I mean by that is you can actually say, I want this material for the floor, I want it to be in this shape and this size. Then you put the walls on top of that, you can customize those as well. Then you got the roof, you can put doors and windows and anything like that anywhere you want. You can kind of customize it without building it block by block. Now the trade-off is you don't necessarily have the same flexibility you might have by building it block by block, but there is an option, I think, to build block by block in the games if you wanted to do that. The advantage is by giving up that flexibility, it actually allows the game to handle it a little bit better and get the villagers to build it in a particular way where they're building scaffolding and ladders to get up to the roof to build it. So it's pretty cool. I think they did a really good job of balancing creativity and flexibility with what's practical. And it is a relatively small team doing it, I believe, so this is good. I think they did a good job with that. For the cons, like I said, it's an alpha, it's got some bugs. Some of them are a little scary because they've been around for a long time. I don't know how they're going to fix them, but I guess you just have to trust them that they're going to fix them. It is relatively stable overall, but just the same, some of them can ruin playthroughs. If you're going to buy the game, just know that going in, because you may get frustrated if you have a really cool structure that glitches out and suddenly you can't build it anymore. Could be a problem. The other con is that it doesn't really expand much on the genre. It is exactly what you'd expect from a town builder. You're managing food and resources and stuff like that, but it's not much more. And that's okay. You know, I'm looking for it to scratch a particular itch personally, and it does that, so that's all I really need it to do, but it's not really going to bring anything that big to the table for expanding the genre. So just be aware. Don't look for it to blow your mind. It's pretty much what you'd expect. So, like I said, overall I'd recommend the game, but probably only if you already like the genre. If you don't, then you're probably just going to feel the same way about this. It's nothing new, nothing that complex. The main draw is mostly aesthetics. You don't really need buildings. It's not game-breaking to not have them, really. So being able to customize a building doesn't really change much. So, conclusion, if you already know that you enjoy the type of game that Stonehearth is, I would highly recommend playing it. It brings a nice spin to the table that will probably make you enjoy it just as much as you may have enjoyed a game like Banished. On the other side, however, if you know you don't like this genre or you're not sure, this is probably not the right game for you. I'd recommend looking at something like Banished first, trying that if you're not sure, and if you like it, then give Stonehearth a shot, but I probably wouldn't recommend it as an entry point for the genre. Thanks for watching. I hope my perspective helps you make an informed purchase. Take care.